Hey everybody, we're on to week 26, my second week of working. Did I still have a downward trend on my weight loss, or did some funky things happen? Let's find out. So let's dive into this. Like I mentioned, we are on week 26 and week 2 of me working. The big question is working kicking my butt? Did I lose? What am I doing for foods? Did I do what I said that I was going to do in my last week's video? Okay, so I said that I really should track my foods, and I had not taken my blood glucose or ketones, right? So I was going to add it to my backpack. I picked up my kit and I put it with my backpack, but it's not in my backpack and I can't find it in my house. So I don't know where that's at, so I have not been tracking my blood glucose or ketones. So yeah, yay. And I have not been tracking my food, and I really need to do that now that I'm more into a rhythm and I'm getting used to waking up at sporadic times in the morning. You know, some mornings I'm waking up at 2, some mornings it's 3, some days I actually get to sleep in until 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh, okay. So just depending on what the job is and where the job is depends on when I wake up in the morning. And I'm going to be real honest, when you are waking up and not going to sleep at the same times and your sleep is very mixed like my sleep is, it affects your body. Okay, so it would be very easy for me to not have a loss just because my body is like, what in the heck are you doing to me? And really, what in the heck am I doing to my body? So I did experience some weird things. I had some crinkles this week. Yeah, I had some swelling in my ankles. Haven't had swelling in my ankles since it's been almost a year. The last time I got started on this was in April, like really steadfast on this. So almost a year I haven't had any swelling. When I go off keto, swelling of my ankles is generally one of the first things that happen for whatever reason. And my blood pressure is still normal, but kind of on the high normal side. So just some thoughts of what this kind of schedule can do to your body. So I'm on my feet all the time. I'm walking. I'm climbing up a step ladder and down. I'm stooping. I'm on my knees. I'm sitting on the floor getting back up. So my legs are getting in a workout all day long. And a job can last anywhere from 4 hours to 8 to 9 hours, just depending on what store it is, how many people we have, and how fast we're counting. So, that showed up this week. I had some swelling, so I automatically has started doing things that I hadn't been doing. The very first thing was like, dang, that blood pressure is a little bit high. I really need to make sure I'm getting that potassium and magnesium in. So I definitely loaded up with some really big salads. I basically had a protein and a salad. And I'm still doing kind of like that snacky thing when I get off from work or around 2 or 3 in the afternoon. If I get off a little bit earlier, I'm still kind of sticking to fasting till later in the afternoon. Just because that is the one thing I can control in my schedule is kind of knowing that that's the time we're going to get done or close to it. So, and then I made sure that I was drinking water because I noticed that I was not drinking water. I don't have access to water out on the floor like I did when I was at home. So I have to make sure that as soon as I get up in the morning, I'm starting to drink my water. I also took out coffee because I was noticing that I wasn't really losing weight well with coffee. So I took out coffee, which I was also, but it was having Diet Dr. Peppers. So the caffeine probably didn't help. The lack of water definitely didn't help. So I made sure that I am having my water, making sure at least 2 of those glasses is salted, because that's what I always preach, is salt your water for your electrolytes. I've been making sure I'm having like 5-ounce salads. You're thinking 5 ounces isn't a lot because it's just an ounce. We're talking, it's a big bowl. And go and make sure I've got that protein. My fats is going to be coming from my meat and the fats from my salad dressing. So I'm making sure that my carbs are staying low. I have no doubt that I'm in ketosis, so that's not a doubt at all. I am today I did try out a few new products, so I am going to insert that here. Let's go ahead and do my day of eating. Yeah, I'm kind of more normal. I had a weekend off, so let's do that day of eating and see what I've ate, and then let's talk about the weight. All right, so I gave in. I'm going to try some of this wonderworks keto friendly cereal. I've heard mixed reviews on it, so I'm going to give you my review. It's saying 1 gram of carb, but when you look here at the nutritional label, you see that it's got 16 total carbs, and the dietary fiber is 4. So if you're doing nut carbs, you can bring it down to 12. And then it doesn't say that there's, added sugars. And that's because when you jump down here, you're going to see that it has allulose. And they do not have to put allulose into the added sugars. So we're going to go with what the package says, but let's go ahead and take a look at these ingredients. We got milk protein concentrate, erythritol, allulose, whey protein isolate, inulin. That's another form of sugar, by the way. Palm kernel oil, cocoa processed with, I'm not going to butcher that word, whatever that word is. Palm oil, soluble corn fiber, which is obviously fiber. Canola oil, and it's another very questionable oil. Rice starch, nitro flavor, which could be anything, including sugar. Soy lecithin, well, now we got soy. Salt, stevia extract, vitamin E, and then that is added to retain the freshness. So we will give her a try. I've not had cereal in years, honestly. So we'll see how this works out. So it looks like a serving is going to be 1 cup, and that's 150 calories. So let's try this out. Alright, so we are going to do the taste test on this cereal. I'm sorry, the lighting isn't the best. It's very overcast, and we're on our 3rd day of rain. But I'm going to go ahead, taste it dry. I mean, it's got some chocolate flavor to it. I'm not overly impressed, I guess. Let's add some almond milk and see what it tastes like once it's been wet, like if you're eating it like cereal. Gotta get it mixed up, gotta get a good coat in here. Let's see if it turns my milk chocolatey. Okay, so let's give this a good old try. Like that first hits your tongue, you're kind of like, what is this? But as you start to chew it and get it down, it's got a little more flavor to it. So this cereal is a little bit pricey because, you know, it's keto. Would I buy it again? I don't know. They do have 2 other flavors. They've got like a cinnamon flavor and a peanut butter flavor. If I was just like bored and wanting to change up some flavors, the cereal would come in handy. I can live without cereal just fine without, in my diet. Probably because I've been doing strict keto for so long. I don't miss it. It's just, it looks like it's coated, and it tastes like it's coated with the cocoa on the outside of it. I mean, it's not going to be a true representation because this isn't, this is keto-fied. And like I said, I don't really miss cereal, so this is not my favorite. But it's not awful either. In a pinch, like I said, like maybe a snack or just wanting to change up maybe your flavor profiles because you were starting to get bored or something like that. Yeah, you could add that. I might buy the peanut butter and test that out and see how it tastes. If it doesn't taste any better, I probably won't be getting these again. But hey, it was worth a try. At least Walmart is starting to pick up some of these products for the keto community, and I think that's a great thing in itself. But that was my honest review on this, and I'm not highly impressed. Look at them juicy ribeye steaks. That is Valentine's dinner for me and my son. Got some broccoli going on here. Got that pan ready to go. They're looking good. Got some broccoli over here.
Where I set up camp. As night draws in, I'm left to ponder my near miss. I have the right spot, but I am under.
Alright, so I did try out a couple of new products. One company actually reached out to me to try their soups. Not doing the review in this, but I will release the review in another video. And but I did do the review of the cereal, as you've seen. So, even though I had swelling ankles, how did my weigh-in go? Well, good news is I was able to get that fluid off in me. So when I weighed in, I've changed my weigh-in to Saturday, it looked like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert my last week's weigh-in and put in this week's weigh-in so that you can kind of see that. So insert that here. All right, so yeah, 3 pounds down. I can't complain. I am back in Wonderland. I can't be more happier about that. So, yeah, I mean, work definitely can affect you. And if you're working a really hectic, different schedule like me, it would be really easy to go to dirty keto. So it's easier to like pick up a Quest pizza at Walmart and just warm that up and eat it and be done for the day so that you can enjoy the rest of your night. And that probably wouldn't be conducive to my weight loss, because where I have lost, well, we're at 199, we are down to 94 pounds down. I have to really play that strict game. It just because anything that's not, I just don't lose. I maintain or even go up a little bit. And me trying out these new foods, I don't know how they're going to affect me. I would say I would jump on the scale tomorrow, but I'm getting up at like 3:30 in the morning to start my day. So I may or may not have enough sleep to really have good feedback or good data. So I have not been getting on daily. I have been getting on weekly because that's really going to kind of show me what's going on in the week. today, because it's my Sunday, I've played a little bit because I've had the time to. I've had these products and I just wanted to go ahead and try them while I had the time. So we'll see, you know, if they affect me, I'm going to tell. I'm going to get swelling. And I just want you to know, even though my ankles swelled, my fingers did not swell. It was all lower body. So I think that swelling really was coming from just that extended use of my legs. We had some really long days at the beginning of this week. I also worked 6 days in a row. I started my day at Hobby Lobby, which is what I recorded last week's video, that Sunday. We're on to Sunday again. I, started Hobby Lobby, and then we did a Dollar Tree, and then we did Dollar Generals, and ended this week with a TSC, which was by far my shortest day. So having 3 short days really came in handy. It really helped me get this fluid off my ankles and lower legs. And having this weekend to rest up is really great, because looks like my Tuesday and Wednesday, by the way, Tuesday, the 16th of February, is my birthday. So if you don't mind, why don't you drop down in the comments and wish me a happy birthday? Not that I'm asking, because, that's completely up to you and you do you. But that would be awesome. I'm going to be working a really long day on my birthday. I'm going to be working 2 hours away, and we don't get started until 9 o'clock. We're doing a Lowe's, and we have to reach a certain percentage done in the store before we get to go home. Hopefully it won't be too late, but it could be, and I am prepared for long days. And this is a 2-day event, so my Tuesday and Wednesday will be doing Lowe's. So I am going to be totally unavailable those 2 days, which I know. It's my first time doing Lowe's, so wish me luck. I know I'm going to come home dirty because it's Lowe's. Alright, so being I had the weekend off, I finally got some pictures up on the wall. I feel so bad that I'm such a bad procrastinator that I did not get wedding photos up until after my husband passed. But my husband truly understands how I am, and he would be like, yeah, that's my girl. She procrastinates like none other. Which is true. I am the world's worst procrastinator. But I also organized my kitchen this week, so my cabinets are looking amazing. And there is order and organization and totes, and yeah. I'm quite proud, and I feel quite achieved. So how am I doing? Yeah, as you can see, I'm just trying to stay busy, and I'm doing a pretty good job of that. I've got a lot of different ideas floating in my head of things that I want to get done and how I want to keep organizing. So here's the one thing that I did notice as I'm going through my bedroom. My husband has a lot of clothes, and I mean a lot of clothes. They say women have a lot of clothes. Yeah, okay guys, there's some of you out there that have a lot of clothes. Now granted, a lot was work clothes, but a lot was nice clothes, and I haven't even got to the camper and washed the clothes from my last camping trip, because like I said, I am the world's worst procrastinator. I will probably be getting to that this week. I'm undecided what I'm going to do with his clothes. He's been gone for just a month now. I am noticing that I'm wanting to hold on to things sentimentally, so I'm probably going to keep some of my most favorite stuff in a garment bag, some of his work stuff in a garment bag, and probably everything else is going to go into a tote until I decide what I'm going to do with that. When I'm ready, I will give or donate them. When I'm ready. I also have a lot of stuff. We kind of have a room that's turned into a junk room that's got tools and, like long knives and things that's never been opened. And so I'm going to be tackling that in the next few months and organizing that and then seeing what we're going to do with that. So yeah, you don't really realize how much somebody has that you don't have to generally organize or deal with until you're now that person who has to do it. And I'm telling you, This man's got a lot of stuff. But I think this is the first video that I haven't had tears. But today is Valentine's Day, and I do want to share something with you all. Well, let me go get it for you. So, like I said, it's Valentine's Day. And we don't generally celebrate Valentine's too much because, you know, Valentine's Day is on the 14th. My birthday is on the 16th. We generally go to celebrate my birthday. And to be real honest with you, this is the most amazing relationship that I've had. Every day was an amazing day. And I'm not just saying that because he's passed and I'm now thinking about that. No, I've always said that. You can tell from our pictures, just the way that we are with each other, that it's just a very healthy relationship. So my point is my husband generally does not get me Valentine's cards, okay? But he did last year. And space is kind of our thing besides nature. And my favorite place in all the universe is right next to you. And then on Valentine's Day and every day, I love you to the moon and back. And then he actually put some time in because this is the type of man he is. I do love you to the moon and back, sweetheart. You are my world. I love the last 5 years we have had together, and there are plenty more. It's flying by just because we love each other, and I can't wait. I love you, Eugene. Yeah, so it was nice to come across that because we don't do a lot of stuff for Valentine's, and because I'm trying to figure out this whole grief thing, I did get him a card too, and it spoke to me because it said all the things that I tell him all the time. And so I will be putting this in a bag so that it doesn't get ruined by all the rain that we're having. And it's going to go on his plot for right now. That's just my little corny-ish little things. But I'm going to not keep you any longer. And just remember, your journey begins with you. If you don't get started or you overcomplicate keto, you're never going to get started. Just remember, go ahead, pick a meat, pick a fat, pick a vegetable too, because this diet is so simple, you can critique it as you go. Bye, everybody. See y'all next week. Or if I get productive and put out another video, you'll see it then. Bye.